You must be the person who rescued all these people. We were part of Varnus Galerian's group before. Well, before everything fell apart. We appreciate everything you've done for us. The four of us, yes. There were many more, but, well, you've seen it out there. Even our fabled leader was lost to the harsh plain of Coldharbour. We're all that made it back. What? You've got to be kidding. I saw him being torn away. There's no way they'd let him live. You must have him mixed up with someone. There just isn't any way.
Ah, my old friend. I thought we'd lost you.
What? It can't be!
So good to see you all again, my friends. I'm glad we all made it here safely.
Varney, you're alive. That's wonderful.
Ah, dear Nalia. My heart fills with delight at the sight of you. Yes, I am safe.
Where have you been, old friend? Trying to win the war all by yourself again?
Well, yes, but I ran into a bit of trouble. Our friend here showed up and lent me a hand.
Well then, you have our thanks. I'm not sure we could have gone on without Varnus.
Cheer up, dear Nalia. I'm here now. But our mission isn't finished. We have to destroy the plein air vortex and end the plane meld.
Do you have a plan, old friend?
I know what we need to do. I'm just not sure how we go about doing it. We need to discuss this with the Fighters Guild. We need a council of war.
Meet me in front of the cathedral when you are ready to launch the attack. Time is no longer on our side.
Apparently I am. That's stupid.
Hello. Look around you. See how the people brighten the streets with their very presence. It is good to have this place inhabited once again. Your actions have caused beneficial reactions. Those you saved found others on their way to the city, and the mages have opened stable portals to Nirn, bringing aid to Coldharbour. The city thrives thanks to you. King Dainar and Varnus have begun to rally the troops. They have called for a council to meet here in the Hollow City. There are decisions to be made, plans to draw up. The time for war fast approaches, and we need to be ready. I sense other lights trapped in the darkness. Their exact locations are hidden from me, but I can hear their desperate pleas for help. You must choose. Will you seek out more allies, or will you allow the War Council to begin? You shall find the Ayleid King and the Mage inside the cathedral. They await your arrival. Once you enter the cathedral, the preparations for the final assault to save Nirn will begin.
Merchandise.
Welcome, friend. We need to discuss the preparations for the coming assault, but I wanted to wait until you arrived. Do you have any questions before we begin? We need to end the plane meld before Nirn is destroyed. To do that, we must deal with the planar vortex. To reach the vortex, we need to cross the chasm and get through whatever defenses the Dark Lord throws at us. I fear battle is inevitable. Well said, friend. Please, hold your questions until everyone who wants to has had an opportunity to speak. After that, we can debate the details as you see fit. Attention, please. I have called you all here because the moment of destiny fast approaches. The great shackle has been destroyed, but not before a planar vortex was established. We must destroy this vortex before it sucks the very essences of Nirn into Cold Harbor. The Fighters Guild shall deal with the chasm's defenders, but blades have little power against magic.
And that's where our scouts report that some kind of magical fixtures block access to the path across the chasm. Mages there already work on a way to overcome these fixtures, and we are prepared to lend our strength when the main force arrives.
A sound plan. Plays to our unique strengths. But this one wonders, what if the mages can't overcome Molag Barl's magic?
What a ridiculous question! Of course my mages can overcome this magic!
Magic, the solution to all life's problems. I love magic. It's so magical.
I have absolute confidence in Vanus and his mages.
Thank you, your lordship. But to be honest with you, I'm not feeling as confident as Vanus about this.
We shall fight with all our strength. There is no other option. Lives will be lost, but hopefully a world will be saved. Know that the chasm is only the first stage of this battle. The planar vortex abides within the very heart of Molag Bal's lair.
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Darian, mind your tongue.
Darian only seeks to lighten a tense situation. Still, we have to try. To do nothing is to doom Tamriel to certain destruction.
Well, when you put it that way, there are a lot of lovely ladies that need to be saved.
Yes, well, be that as it may. We launch our assault on the chasm immediately. The king needs to talk to the champion, and I must discuss some final details with the mages. The rest of you have your own preparations to see to, I'm sure.
It is settled. We shall cross the chasm and make our way to the planar vortex at the heart of Molag Bal's realm. Now that you know the plan, I have a special request to make of you. This mission needs a leader. I want you to lead the assault across the chasm. We have asked so much of you, and you have already accomplished the impossible. But you are one of a very small few that I would trust with this task. It is settled. We shall cross the chasm and make our way to the planar vortex at the heart of Molag Bal's realm. Now that you know the plan, I have this mission needs... I knew we could count on you. You have never disappointed me. But there is so much left to do if we are going to win this war. Still, with you leading the charge, we have an excellent chance to end the plane meld and save our world. With the combined forces of the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, we must take the battle to Molag Bal and reach the portal to the planar vortex. It all starts at the chasm. Scouts are already in place, gathering information ahead of your arrival. It is a narrow, well-defended span of rock, swarming with Daedra and dominated by a gatehouse that blocks the way into Molag Bal's personal domain. Cadwell knows the region. He's a strange fellow, but I trust him. He's waiting for you at the chasm.
Despite the lack of ingredients I'm used to dealing with, this desolate place...
Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it sitting around this side of the chasm twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told. The situation? We're well and truly flummoxed. Before we could cross the chasm, before we could confront Molog Gunda, we were stopped by a few irksome focus stones. The wee ginger mage says we need to break the stones, but good luck with that. Nothing other than the multitude of Dremora sitting on top of them. I could handle this myself, but I didn't want to make the rest of the troops sad by showing off my awesome battle skills. But you, on the other hand, they're used to that from you.
Sinfei thinks she can beat a Nord in a contest? Especially a killing contest? Ha! By the time we're through, I'll have more Dremora hearts than I can carry.
Good show! The portal belongs to us now. Sir Darian and that lovely lizard have gone on ahead. I think he might be a bit intimidated by our prowess on the field of battle, and he's trying to compensate. Gunda's a cheeky one, and she knows we're getting close. She's summoning reinforcements faster than Darian can kill them. You'd best get to it. By all means. Do you want to know how many Daedra can dance on the head of a pin? How I managed to stay so cheerful even in the most perilous of circumstances? What's my favorite color? Ask away. Molag Grunda, a large woman with wings, bit of a temper, guards the gatehouse. I hear that she's the daughter of Molag Bal, if you can believe that. He never struck me as a family man, but who am I to judge? It's my home, old chum. Has been for years. I know every wondrous nook and cranny. Beautiful place, full of fascinating creatures. Of course, they often try to kill you, but that's the challenge of it, isn't it?
Zethys, you two guard the portal. Tell anyone coming through to push ahead. The source of the reinforcements must be cut off. I'll scout on ahead. We need to know what we're going to face at that gatehouse.
close this portal. The portal is closed. We make a most effective team, my friend.
Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Let me show you how to close a Daedric portal. One Daedric portal closed, as promised. Now that's how to do it with style.
Hello.
I think our friends have the chasm well in hand. What say we pop in for a chat with Moloch Grunder?
The chasm is nearly
Right, we control the rest of the chasm now, and the troops have matters well in hand. Let's go and have a sit down with Moloch Grunder. She's always good for a laugh and a song.
The two of you can deal with Moloch Grunder.
From Grunder, rudeness, hostility, sarcasm, and most certainly a large amount of open hostility. I've no idea how she keeps house, but I imagine we'll find the usual Daedric touches that make Cold Harbor feel so warm and inviting.
I can't wait to see Molar Grunder's face when she sees us. She and I go way back, you know. Once we get inside, we cross one little bridge to reach the gatehouse. Follow me.
There's a trick to getting into the gatehouse proper, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Not to worry, though. I'm sure it will come back to me. Of course, I remember now. There's a flywheel in each of the side antechambers. We need to start them spinning to open the main door. I've always loved this. It's all coming back to me. There's a lever across the chamber. Just give it a good tug, and that flywheel will be spinning in no time. I need healing! Look at that craftsmanship. Remarkable. Grunder always had good taste, I have to say. See, I knew that would work. A word of advice. Guard your pluckables. Grunder enjoys plucking out eyes, spleens, anything pluckable, really.
Puny, wingless, mortal fools! I'll feast on your flesh after my little pet rips it from your bones! I'll tear out your hearts and serve them to my father on a silver platter!
Disappointing. Hardly worked up a sweat.
Well done! With Molag Grunda defeated, the entirety of the chasm is now under our control! Gathwin is rounding up the troops. I asked her to keep an eye on Darien as well. He's a terror with the sword, but sometimes I think he takes too many chances. Meet me outside. We have things to discuss, and I find these Daedric halls extremely distasteful. While you were lollygagging, we secured the area. You did well, my friend. Thanks to your efforts, we control the chasm and can freely move troops between the Hollow City and the front lines. Take a moment to collect your thoughts, then come see me again. This gauntlet we must run is far from over. As soon as you're ready, we have another mission that could use your unique approach. Vampires. The region beyond is crawling with them. Worse, anyone we send in there is turned into one of the foul monsters. And do you see the structure that looms on the horizon? I believe that's one of Molag Bal's infamous harvest hearts. Eager and confident. I like that. I need you to collect blood from the vampires. It's an integral component in the pacification ritual I will perform. Use the blood to mark their lairs. I'll meet you near the heart when you're finished. What are you still doing here? The vampires won't bleed themselves, you know. I have my preparations to deal with, and you have yours. The first step is to make sure the ritual targets the correct creatures. Marking the vampires' lairs with their own blood will guarantee this. In the most expedient manner possible, the ritual unleashes a magic that tracks down the blood and targets the creatures connected to it. Then the vampires will become mindless beasts, no longer capable of posing any threat. I've been developing this ritual for years, but I've never had the chance to test it until now. If this works, it could be a major breakthrough against vampirism. Just another of Molag Bal's clever witticisms, I suppose. It's an orchard from which he plucks the fruit of his vampiric creations. Or something poetic and disturbing like that. But we have a ritual to prepare for. I've read accounts of these foul artifacts. Molag Bal uses them to enslave large communities and to empower specific parts of his divine portfolio. In this case, I believe the heart is greatly increasing the rate at which the vampirism spreads. Not easily. But that's where my ritual comes in. By the time I finish casting it, the heart will be no more, and the vampires will no longer pose a threat to our forces.
Taste will surely task you. You don't know what you're doing. Molag Bal is the enemy here, not my children. Do not do this. I implore you, my children are not evil.
Danger!
Foul temptress! I'll hear no more of your lies!
Stubborn elf. Perhaps your companion will be more willing to listen to reason. I hope that you'll prove to be more reasonable than your companion. My offer makes perfect sense, considering the alternatives. The ritual the elf plans to perform will drive my children mad. But there's a better solution if you're willing to listen to reason. Molag Bal is the real enemy here. Let me help you free my children from the Dark Lord's thrall. Then we both win. I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal. Of course. Take all the time you need. It's not like you're trying to save the world from Molag Bal or anything like that. Oh wait, that's exactly what you're trying to do. I shall await your decision with bated breath.
You can't seriously be considering her proposal, can you? She's a confounded vampire, for Magnus's sake! She's an elder vampire! Setting those monsters free will be like ringing the dinner bell in a Nord feast hall before the meal is ready. Her so-called children see us as food and nothing more. The only logical solution is to perform my ritual. Really? You need to consult with a monster before you agree to help the great and powerful Vanus Galerion. Oh, very well. Do what you must. I'll wait here until you reach a decision.
Have you considered my proposal? Will you help me save my children and set them free? Some call me the Crimson Matron, others the concubine of Cold Harbor. I am an elder vampire brought to this new life by Molag Bal. These are my children, but they have been enthralled by the Lord of Brutality. My children protect this orchard because Molag Bal commands it. They aren't evil. They're slaves of the Harvest Heart. Instead of destroying them, help me set them free. Imagine an army of vampires that owes you a favor. I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal. A most wise and honorable decision. I'll follow you to the ritual sites. Protect me while I perform the ritual, and we will break Molag Bal's hold on my children. Come talk to me. I must explain your role in the next stage of the ritual. The time has come to perform the ritual and destroy the Harvest Heart. My children yearn to be free. The black blood flowing from the Harvest Heart binds my children to Molag Bal, but it also gives us a connection we can take advantage of. While I provide the power to destroy the Harvest Heart, you must sever the connection to Molag Bal. Find the Lord of Schemes binding totems and destroy them. They are spaced evenly around the Harvest Heart. As each totem breaks, my children will be separated from Molag Bal, and the energy protecting the Harvest Heart will falter.
The Harvest Heart is destroyed!
The Harvest Heart has been destroyed. My children are no longer slaves to Molag Bal. Most certainly. Thanks to your efforts, my children are free. They won't give you any more trouble. And, as I promised, my children will aid you when you need it most.
Another successful mission, but we're not finished yet.
Thanks to you, the vampires are no longer controlled by Molag Bal. I hope we don't live to regret this outcome.
I appreciate what you did for my children.
Be gone, foul
Here
creature!
comes the champion.
We don't have
just
time
in
for
time,
your games!
as always.
Mortals are always so amusing. I offer information, aid for your quest, and you shun me.
You expect us to trust a creature of the plains? Ridiculous!
A mare as arrogant as a kin. How delightful. I do so love watching egotistical braggarts stumble. I may allow you to reconsider and accept my offer. Of course, I may not. I haven't decided yet.
You there! Find out where that creature is lurking. I want her watched.
We have come so far, but we have leagues to go before this business is concluded. We must push forward. We must find a way through the walls of the fortified city that looms ahead of us. A Dremora army guards the walls of the citadel, but there are those among us who recognize the city, who knew it well before it was pulled from Nirn. We can use the guild halls inside to launch a surprise attack, provided someone prepares the way. Find a way inside and locate the Fighters Guild. Wards protect the hall, making it impossible for anyone to get in or out of the building. We know a secret tunnel that leads into the hall, but we'll be trapped inside until the wards are deactivated. Time is not on our side, but I will indulge you. Ask your questions. The wards are part of the defenses from an earlier era. They could be activated to protect guild halls in times of trouble. Once set, the only way in or out of the hall was through the secret passageways. You need to find the ward key. The ward key is decorated with arcane runes that can unbind the defenses and deactivate the wards. It should be near the guild hall. Find the key and deactivate the wards. Then the fighters can emerge from the hall and surprise the Dremora. Even the strongest armor has chinks that can be taken advantage of. Look for a place to climb or a break to crawl through. The female Dremora offered to help us, but Galerion sent her away. If you run into her, see what she has to say. Then you should certainly seek her out. We could use whatever help is offered, no matter its source. Just be on your guard. A Dremora would never offer help without some sort of string attached.
Yeah.